Where's that one guy who's always, like, just use the reward tickets? I mean, I might if they literally never drop any. Can I use the reward tickets for this? I haven't killed enough of them and been unlucky enough yet for me to be like, I need alternate options.
We can do this.
Not yet, at least.
Got this part.
But I might be soon. I guess that in anime, you sometimes have these situations where the comedy comes from one person being kind of ignorant, so it's a silly situation that is taken very serious. Yeah, in some anime. That just goes back to my original point of, like, that's not like that is what makes something anime sort of thing. That's something that happens in some anime, yeah, but not all of them. I still think it would be wrong to point out, like, one specific trope and be like, this one specific trope that happens in a handful of animes is what, hey, we got one, just one more, is what makes something feel anime or not, because I just disagree with that. Reminder that the first two things that pop up when you Google bad character design are Pyra and Rex. Is it really? That's hilarious. I don't think Pyra's character design is that bad. It's, you know, it's definitely like, you know I was just saying that this isn't what makes something anime or not, but it is very, like, anime style, over-sexualized kind of deal. Which is definitely a very anime thing. But, like, I don't think Pyra's design is bad, personally. It's not one of my favorites, but I wouldn't look at it and be like, wow, that's hot trash. I definitely would look at it and be like, not one of my favorites, but, like, I don't hate it. I think Mithra's design is a lot better than Pyra's. Rex's design, though, is one of the worst character designs in video games. Every time I see Rex's pants, I'm just like, someone should have been fired over this. Someone deserved to lose their job because of that. I love that everyone in chat is like, oh my word, it is, bruh, he's right, OMG, it is, etc., etc. That's so funny. That's actually hilarious. Oh, that's so good. Anyways, Rex's design, absolutely awful. Pyrrha's design, not great, but, like, you know, it wouldn't be one of the first things I thought of when thinking of characters that I thought looked like hot trash. Chaos, my dude, Pyra walked straight out of Victoria's Secret, like, come on. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it's good. Like, it definitely wouldn't be my first pick. I mean, straight up, Mithra's design is better. I don't know, I just don't think it's, like, the most awful thing ever. Maybe it's because she's standing next to Rex. Like, maybe if Pyra wasn't standing next to one of the worst designed characters in video game history, I would be more critical of her. But I'm like, no, Barbarous, don't, he's gonna do it again! No, Barnabas! Why are you like this? Why? I mean, yeah, the more I haven't looked at Pyra's design in a hot minute, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, it is pretty bad, but I just think of how awful Rex's is, and I'm like, man, anyone would look better standing next to that guy. Yo, you want to hear me give a compliment to Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I'll hit you with a compliment from it right now. Zeke, amazing. It's an actual legitimate shame that that character is stuck in such a bad game. Oh, there goes Barnabas fading out of existence, as he does. Oh, it's evening now. I'm gonna have to, like, fast travel to change the time. Oh, wait, there's a field action thing right here. Zeke, not only funny and also cool, but his character design, sick. I love his character design. Very good. Yo, segment recon, let's go. Survey underway. Oh, I'm well aware that Xenoblade 2 had controversies for its character design. There's that one blade that, like, her spine, like, people looked at, like, the way she was designed with how sexualized she was, and they're like, dude, her spine literally should not be able to operate properly. It's pretty bad. Also, isn't there, like, didn't Didn't they legitimately have a hentai artist do some of the blade designs? Wasn't that a controversy when the game first came out, if I'm not mistaken? I don't know where to go in Oblivion to change the time, so I guess I'm just gonna fast travel all the way back to the administrative district. Also, yeah, Zeke's music is amazing. Zeke's theme was like one of, if not the best tracks in Xenoblade 2, for sure. It was amazing. And he had Turters. I think it was named Turters, that little turtle. You best believe Zeke always had that thing on him. He always had that little turtle ready to go. I respect a man that respects turtles. Zeke, and then there was one villain in the game that I liked, because I really hated, what are their names, Jin and Malos? Like, I thought they were trash. But, who was it? I think it was, like, Mikhail was his name or something like that, the blonde dude in the red armor. I remember at the end, like, near the end of the game, he became, like, super awesome. And I was like, yo, why isn't this guy the main villain? He's great. Alright, we've got Oblivia at 40% now, by the way, after that segment recon. Let's go try and get this other Evolo thing. Anyways, you don't have to argue with me about Pyrrha's design being bad. I don't think it's good. I think it's, like, fine at best. Is it a little over-sexualized? Yeah, absolutely. There's no argument to be had there. But also, you know, it's Japan, and it's a JRPG. Like, what are you gonna do? I guess I'm just kind of like... I just kind of like overlook stuff like that because I do so much in the JRPG genre that you just kind of expect it. But I think the main thing is that I'm just so focused on how bad Rex looks. And Rex and Pyra are always standing side by side. Like, it's like, Rex's pants are a war crime. Straight up. I remember Morag was pretty cool. I think my problem with Morag was that she was cool, but she never, like, really, like, did anything. Like, I never felt like she really stood out all that much. She was cool when she first showed up, and then after that, she never really, like, had any kind of, like, character development or character art that was interesting, at least, that I could remember. She was kind of just, like, wasted potential, from what I recall. And then I didn't like Nia. They turned Nia into the classic, like, it blew me away. I remember it was in that underground area where, like, they made your levels lower or something. I don't remember in Xenoblade 2. Again, it's been 5 years since I played, but it was a really annoying area in the game, I recall. But it's like Nia reveals that she's actually a blade or whatever, and then she's like, by the way, Rex, I'm in love with you. Like, out of nowhere, suddenly, it made no sense. There was no reason for it, and I was like, but why? For what purpose? And I remember not only thinking it was really dumb and not liking it, but also at the same time, I was like, this is the same people that made Xenoblade 1, right? Like, this is Monolith Soft. They're the people who wrote Xenoblade 1 and wrote those characters. Like, it's not a different team, right? Because I'm never really a fan of when in a game, like, I don't usually, like, hate it, but I don't really like it when it's just like, oh, every character is gonna be in love with the main character, and we're gonna have one girl that is, like, meant to get with the main character, but the other girls that are in love with him are just, like, one-sided, completely ignored. But the only time I've thought that that trope was done insanely well was Xenoblade 1 with Melia. Melia's, like, one-sided attraction to Shulk was, like, chef's kiss. It was, like, anyone who wants to do that trope of, like, oh, we have this female character that is in, like, she's in love or attracted to whatever with the main protagonist. I don't really like saying that Melia was in love with Shulk, because I just think she had a crush on him, really. It didn't really seem like she was, like, full-on in love with him to me from the way they portrayed her. So, like, whenever someone wants to do that trope, I'm like, dude, you need to just look at Melia from Xenoblade Chronicles, because she's the only female character that has ever been well written in that scenario. Every other time a woman is written with that in mind, they're poorly written, and like 90% of their character is being in love with the protagonist, and it's awful. Melia's character did not revolve around Shulk at all, and her, like, having a crush on him or being attracted to him was never the forefront of her as a character. It was just, like, a side thing that was executed insanely well. And then at the end of the game, you have that heart-to-heart between Charla and Melia, where Melia is like, I understand that Shulk and Fiora are meant to be, and, like, it's, you know, it's unfortunate because I liked him and I would have liked to see if, you know, we could have worked together, but it just wasn't meant to be, and I can move on from that because, you know, I'm an adult. And it's just, oh man, every time I think of it, I'm like, dude, Melia, straight up, just might be, if she's not just straight up the best written female character in video game history, she's definitely, like, top 5. She's a contender, for sure. And she's not even the protagonist of the game she's in. Because, you know, when I think of, like, best female characters in gaming, I think of, like, Aloy, Velvet, Mila, who are all the protagonists of their games. Mila shares being protagonist with Jude. But, like, those are the characters I think of. And I'm like, you know who else is one of the best written female characters in gaming history? Melia from Xenoblade Chronicles. And she's not even the main character. She doesn't even show up for the first, like, 10 to 15 hours of the game, depending on how you play. It's insane. With the possibility of getting a lot of rage over me, I don't like Melia. Well, that explains why you like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You just have really, really bad taste. Like, you just like bad things. And, you know, you can't help that, and I respect it. You know, I don't agree with your opinion, but I'll... What's the term? It's like, I don't agree with what you say, but I'll fight to defend your right to have that opinion. But, Melia is one of the best characters in video game history. Straight up. Can I use these reward tickets to buy this other Evlo egg, by the way? The only reason I've been doing this for so long is because the chat conversation has been great. YouTube, if you're watching this and you're not interested in what we're talking about and you're like, man, this is so boring, he's just running around fighting Evlos, go ahead and just drop a like on the video, first of all. Help my engagement. If you like my content, even if you don't like my content, I don't really care. If you're on this video, you're giving me views anyway, you may as well help my SEO and my engagement. Hit that like button. And then if you're like, I don't want to watch this anymore, just either stop watching my content in general because you just don't like it. But again, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. But just skip to the next video. You don't got to watch every single video. There are going to be like 300 of these dang things. You don't got to watch every single one. Use reward tickets, I'll be the guy this time. Nice. All right, let's go use the reward tickets. Do I do that at the Blade Barracks? Is that where this gets done? Bum, ba, bum, bum. Barracks interior. Swear we'll get Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition one of these days. Do it, dude. You won't regret it. I mean, I can't say that for certain. Maybe you also have bad taste. I don't know. But it is quite literally just one of the best games I've ever seen. I've ever played. Truly cannot recommend it enough. Absolutely adore it. What am I... What do I do here to do this? Use reward tickets, obviously, you dumb idiot. I was looking at chat. Oh my word. I need ebony Evlo eggs, or this is just all, yeah, this is, alphabetical. Okay. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is the best $60 I've ever spent. Honestly, like, yeah. Hard agree. I would have bought that game twice. I actually think I did buy it twice. Did I buy it for Jet, or did Jet buy it herself? Sometimes I'll buy Jet games that I really wanted her to play, and then she'll never play them anyway, and I'll be upset. But I think I actually bought her Xenoblade Definitive Edition, now that I think about it. Or no. Am I thinking of Tales of Berseria? Maybe I bought her Tales of Berseria. I can't recall. It was like a, probably a birthday gift or something. There we go. Nice. Back to the AA Roy Plains. Let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Anyways, Monolith Soft could have came into my house, pointed a gun at me, and said, if you want to keep playing Definitive Edition, or if you, after I've already beaten it like 3 times, they could have walked into my house, held me at gunpoint, and said, like, you have to give us another $60, otherwise you can't play the game again. And I would have given them $100. To be like, how long does this cover me for? I refuse to not be able to play that game anymore. It's too good. Alley-oop. Sup, May? Got it. How's your gathering work coming along? Things are surprisingly good on my end. I peeked into a cave I happened upon down by the shore, and I came out with 75 angel stones. Not half bad, right? That's insane. You are very lucky. Well, come on, it's not that crazy. These things happen to everyone, right? No, just me. Back in 3rd grade on Earth, I found this backpack in the woods on my way home from school, opened it up, and found 10,000 bucks! Why couldn't that have been me? That's insane! A TV crew came to my house and everything. Super embarrassing, actually. Sorry, still on assignment here. Focus, May, focus. So where are you with the 2 ebony Evelo eggs and the 2 magical finding rods, Solo? I got them. Whoa, really? Wow, how embarrassing. Not only do I not have all the angel stones yet, but I still haven't found the 2 redwood apricot antlers, and I need either. Talk about useless. I'm really letting you down here. Stop thinking so little of yourself. Only positive vibes here, May. Only positive vibes. I know. Blade is a team and we should all help each other out, right? I get that. Thanks for caring enough to get mad. This part of me is probably why I've had so much trouble with others in the past. All right, maybe I can ask you for help one more time. I'll get the remaining angel stones together no matter what it takes. If you could bring me those 2 redwood apricot antlers, I would really, really appreciate it. I do not already have these, which is unfortunate. From Wise Apricot or others in Oblivia. Chat, where is this enemy? Where does this enemy spawn? Is this the giant deer-looking thing? Because it says antlers. Is it the big deer thing, like, not far from the entrance of Oblivia? Like, over here-ish? This is further away from the entrance than I thought. This is where I meant to go. Reward tickets, lol. I'm at least gonna try to get the... Because, you know, we only have so many reward tickets, right? So we don't want to just use them all and then not have them anymore. I'm gonna try to... Oh, this is why this is a level 30 mission. I'm gonna try to get the thing the normal way, and if we can get it in a somewhat timely manner, awesome. If we can't, reward tickets exist. This thing is pretty tall. This should be worth a lot of experience. I assume I need to break its antler. We're overdriving, lads. Give me this, give me this, give me this, give me the tertiary. Spin. Do this. And do this. All right, well, I did get it really low, but Doug is dead. So, you know. This might not be doable without a scale. Yell, my man. If I had, if my team was, like, fully leveled, this might have been doable. But I think with the team as they are, probably can't be done, at least without a scale. Yeah, this ain't looking too hot right now. Die. Stop laser beaming. Give me those soul voices. I'm still gonna give it my all, even though we're doomed as heck. I'm trying, Elma. I'm trying. There we go, soul voice. It's gonna do some big move that kills us. Yep. I knew that was gonna happen. All right, well. Yeah, let's just, I'm just gonna reward ticket this one. Do you think Shulk was ever aware of Melia's feelings? I don't ever remember him realizing it, really. No, I don't think so, honestly. Melia never told him, and Melia was also never super obvious about it. I don't think that it was a matter of Shulk, like, being, you know, a lot of times it's a classic anime protagonist, very dense, doesn't realize that, like, girl likes him or whatever. But, I I don't think Shulk was dense or anything like that. I just think that Melia was really good at hiding it. She was never out in the open about it, and mostly kept it to herself, which I think is part of why it was good for her character and wasn't just, like, very annoying. What are these called again? Oh, they're on screen. Redwood Apricot Antlers. Ever since I figured out how to stay in overdrive, I cannot play out of it. It's like watching my lectures at 2 times speed and then going into lecture and the professor talks too slowly. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Oh, you can hit right. Perfect. I was about to say, like, surely I can do this faster. I forgot where R was in the alphabet for a second. I was briefly thinking, like, oh no, am I gonna have to sing the alphabet song live on stream? But then I remembered it comes after the letter P. Thank you. Back to May. Classic lone wolf telling me important quality of life information after I just figured it out on my own. Lone wolf in stream delay, making him like 5 seconds too late on giving me info. Name a more iconic duo. You can't. If you want a dense protagonist, look at Asbel. Yeah, he's like the far extreme of it. Like, he's even dense. He's so dense, it's even more ridiculous than your average anime protagonist.
Yes?
You can still sing the alphabet song for us anyway. I could. Were you able to gather the antlers? There you go. Yes! Here, look, I found the rest of my angel stones too. We did it. The assignments are complete. When my scale got wrecked, I figured there was no chance I could finish these. It's amazing. Who knew you could get this much done working with a partner? I've worked alone all this time, but now I finally understand why people enjoy working in teams. I agree. Yeah, I finally see that. Before, I barely managed a conversation with the other members of my division. But now I think it's time I take a chance on real, honest cooperation. Thanks for everything. I look forward to teaming up with you again sometime. Hey, mayhem is done. You know what? Honestly, as far as, like, one-off side quest characters go, by the way, I like May. She's funny. I think her little, like, character thing of being super lucky and not getting, and, like, not disliking other people, but just being like, oh, I always screw up, so I'd stay away from people and all. It's neat. I like it. Bow, bow, bow.